Welcome to all. I'm Suryakant Ratte, Assistant Professor, Shiv Shankar College of Agriculture, Engineering and Technology, Mirzgaon. Today we will see about the farm pond and different types of farm pond. Farm ponds are small tanks or reservoirs constructed for the purpose of storing water, essentially from the surface runoff. Farm ponds are essential for irrigation, water supply for cattle, fish production, etc. Farm ponds have a significant role in rainfed farming systems. It helps in mitigating the effect of rainfall variability as it stores water from rainfall excess and provides for utilization during prolonged dry spells by means of supplementary or protective irrigation. A series of farm ponds in a catchment area reduces the flood magnitude at the downstream side. Now we will see different types of farm pond depending on the source of water and their location with respect to land surface. Farm ponds are grouped into four types. First one is the dugout or excavated ponds. Second one is the surface or watershed ponds. Third one is the spring or creek-fed ponds, and last one or fourth one is the upstream storage ponds. Now we will see first one, that is dugout or excavated ponds. Dugout ponds are excavated at the site, and the soil obtained by excavation is used for making embankment around the pond. It could be fed by either surface runoff or groundwater wherever aquifer is present. If the water is used for irrigation, it should be pumped out. Here in this figure, you can see the planning and selection of site for the dugout compound. How we should select the site for constructing the dugout pond. Here you can see the slope direction and location of compound. The compound should be constructed at the site where the water from whole catchment can meet into or can come towards the compound. So you have to select the site of the compound in such a way that whole water from all parts of the catchment or whole catchment should come towards the site of your compound. So this is the best location for selecting the compound. So we have to select that site or such a location at which whatever the runoff that contribute from whole watershed, it should meet to the selected compound site. Now we will see the second type, surface or watershed ponds. These are most common type of ponds. These are partly excavated and an embankment is constructed to retain the water. If the water is used for irrigation, it should be pumped out. Generally, a site which has a depression already is chosen for pond construction. It is fed by surface runoff from its catchment area. It is desirable to take water out to gravity outlet for irrigation. Here you can see the figure. It shows a planning and selection of site for surface pond. We have to select the site in such a way that the runoff water from whole catchment area or watershed area should contribute or should meet to the selected farm pond. The third type of the farm pond is the spring or creek fed ponds. The name itself indicates that a spring or a creek is a source of water for this type of ponds. Hence, its construction depends on the availability of natural spring or creek. The fourth type of farm pond is the upstream storage pond. These ponds are constructed by the sides of the stream which flows only seasonally. The idea is to store water obtained from the seasonal flow in the stream. Suitable arrangements should be made to convey stream water to storage pond. Here this figure shows the planning and selection of site for spring or creek fed ponds. So you have to select the pond and the site where there is a naturally available spring or creek. and the water from such a spring or creek is a source for spring fed or creek fed pond. Here you can see the planning and selection of site for upstream storage pond. You have to select the site for the pond in which you can divert the stream flow towards the selected farm pond. Now we will see the different components of farm pond. First one is the storage area, second one is the earthen dam, third one is the mechanical spillway, fourth one is the emergency spillway. The emergency spillway is used for letting out the excess water from the pond and also act as a outlet for taking out the water for irrigation. The emergency spillway is to safeguard the earthen dam from overtopping when there are inflows higher than the design values. Now we will see about the design of farm pond. The design of farm pond consists of first one selection of site, second one determination of capacity of pond, third one is the design of embankment, fourth one is the design of mechanical spillway, fifth one is the design of emergency spillway, and sixth one is the provision from seepage control from the bottom. Next important point is the site selection. It is most important because construction cost as well as its utility depends upon the selected site. The site should be selected by keeping in view of the following points. So the different points are given there. First point is the site should be such that the largest storage volume is available with least amount of earthfill. A narrow section of the valley with steep side slopes is preferable. Largest second important point is largest area of shallow water should be avoided as this will cause excessive evaporation losses and also cause water fields to grow. The next important point while selecting the site it should be kept in mind is the site should not cause excessive seepage losses. The next important consideration is that the ponds should be located as near as possible to the area where the water will be used. When the water is to be used for irrigation, gravity flow to the area is preferable. So it will remove the pumping cost. So that's why the gravity irrigation is to be preferred here. So the site should be selected in such a way that the gravity irrigation will be possible in a cultivable area. Now we will see about the capacity of farm pond. It is determined from the contour survey of the site at which the pond is to be located. From the contour plan of the site, the capacity is determined at different stages using either trapezoidal or Simpson's rule. Here Simpson's rule gives more accurate values. According to trapezoidal rule, the volume V between two contours at an interval h and having areas A1 and A2 is found or calculated by using formula V is equal to h by 2 into A1 plus using Simpson's formula, the volume between any odd number of contours is calculated by this formula. V is equal to h by 3 into 2 into area of odd contour plus 4 into area of even contour plus area of first and last contour.